Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Dr. Hank Show. And you know what we do here. We help people become their greatest possibility. And especially this week, we have a very special guest with us who is an amazing investor and in real estate. And so, welcome to the show, Raul. We appreciate you being on.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, Dr. Hank. I was
Yeah.
excited for this one.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. And I know you have your own successful podcast with Flipping Miami, and I would recommend everybody tune into that.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of step back before we get into it and let everybody know that, one of my 15 books that I've written is a book called Your Real Estate, Your GPS to Success. And it's for real estate professionals. And you'll see there's a golden path with a pot of gold at the end. And number 4 there is, so the first one is mindset, and I'm a mental scientist. That's why mindset, I know why everybody calls me Dr. Hank and why I know that's the most important thing. And like Raul's past is just unbelievable. Like, about 8 years ago, he's 21 years old, leaves a family business, buys a $60,000 investment home, and has turned it into where he actually has capital rise investments. And so, it is an amazing opportunity around the United States. He's in Miami, but helps investors around the United States and to flip homes and everything. But back to that roadmap, that the first one is your mindset. The second one is lead programs, mainly for residential. Third one is training. And that's one thing that Raul can really help us with here, and to train to be an investor. But step 4 is investments. And, we're doing a little under $1 billion right now in different investments, commercial, flipping homes, whatever in the space that Raul is. And then the 5th step is passive income. And that's the name of the game. To get
Sure.
income. And so I have 5 streams of passive income, and why I'm independently wealthy. And Raul is going to help us with that as well. So with that, Raul, and you're just so right on where you are. I mean, it's one of the main points of to be successful in, especially real estate, it's investing. And so can you tell us a little about what you do? Your past has just been amazing. You have this capital company now, and how could you help our audience and all our people, if you will, these divine angels out there? How can we help them to be able to get into investing in real estate?
Yeah, no, definitely, man. An amazing introduction, and on the book, I haven't read it yet personally, but I will read it. And I mean, just doing a little bit of research on you, you're such a wealth of knowledge. I'm actually so excited for the conversation in general, and I hope I can provide as much value. But
yeah, you will.
Yeah, man. A little background on me and what we do is kind of like you mentioned. I was in a family business of a car dealership. I really didn't like any moment working there selling cars, but it did get me out of my shell. I learned how to talk to people and, just try and make some money doing sales. And after some trial and error, I'm like, okay, this is not for me.
Yeah.
And I did realize, though, rich people bought real estate through people that were buying the Mercedes and the nice cars.
Yeah.
Because you got to take down the credit application. You ask them, what's your income? What do you do? A lot of them's in real estate. So we got in, and I always went the wholesale route. Just like maybe a lot of people nowadays, if you search real estate investing on YouTube or podcasts, you'll see wholesalers and things. And I was a product of one of those. And so what we do now in our company is after it took me like 3 months to get my first deal, and I bugged a bunch of people to figure it out. We do wholesale deals in about 10 different states.
Wow.
Our headquarters is in Miami, which is where I'm born and raised and from.
Yeah.
And so we do wholesale deals. We have a team that kind of runs on that a little bit. Yeah. And
could we just look at that on wholesaling? Can you just, for those people that aren't aware, can you tell us a little about wholesaling? Like, how would you get involved in and what it is?
Yeah, of course. So to back up a quick second, so wholesaling, what it is, it's basically the art and the science of finding a distressed property or a motivated seller, someone who's looking to sell their property. The way that we do it is all off market. So we go direct to seller. So if you've
Oh,
ever been driving around in your city, in your town, and you see signs that say like "We buy houses" or "We buy ugly houses" or
yeah.
"Sell my house fast, cash, call me,"
Yeah.
those types of marketing are what wholesalers put out there.
Got it.
And the objective is you want to get a homeowner who wants to sell their property fast,
Yeah.
and typically they're in some kind of bind. You
Yeah.
just get on the phone with them or you meet with them in person and you have a conversation. You make them an offer below market value, but it's cash. There's no closing costs, no commissions because you're a buyer. There's no realtors involved.
Uh-huh.
And then once you get that property, then you sell it for a profit.
Yeah.
And simple scenarios: a house is worth 100. It needs some work. You offer 50. You get it signed. You sell it for 60. You make 10,000, and then the buyer can sell it for 100 after it's fixed up. And
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So what a great opportunity. Now, do you provide the funding for that then? So what happens if I find a home that you're looking for, where it looks like, hey, we can help this person get out of a jam that they're in. How does that work? Do we call you then, and can you help us with that?
yeah, I mean, I could definitely help. But so let's say you had no help, right? And
Yeah,
I'll most definitely help you. I'm sure in your show notes, or I can share my email and things.
sure.
Um, if you had no help, what some of the steps that you can take if you did find a property or you found a seller that was looking to sell is you could put what's on there, what's called an inspection period on the agreement. And an inspection period is, let's say, 15 to 20 days. You can write on there. You literally just write it on the section that says inspection period. Um, and that gives you, let's say, 15 days to get out of the contract. For some reason, you can't find a buyer. But that's
Uh,
like plan C. The goal is that you want to make money and you want to find a buyer. So
yeah,
if you find that good home and you get that piece of paper signed, the contract,
yeah,
then the best thing to do is you can look on Zillow or you can look on your county public records and find out, or you can use websites such as like PropStream. You can find out who are the cash buyers in that area. You can also post it on a Facebook group. So,
So, in other words, you actually can help us where you're not really involved per se in it. That you can help us to understand. Hey, here's the type of house you look at, how you get the houses. You pretty much explained that already, and then to do that, the what was it? The period? I can't read.
inspection period.
Yeah, the inspection period. Yeah, and to do the inspection period, and then you just find your own buyers. There's buyers out there. There are investors out
Oh,
there that are going to buy homes.
I mean, as if all you guys watching, I'm sure you guys know what's happening in the market, and even now, when stocks and things go lower,
Yeah,
typically people look to buy real estate because it's a safer play.
yeah,
So, I mean, finding an investor for a good property at a good price, I'm
mhm,
sure, Mr. Dr. Hank, that's not like the problem anymore. Like
yeah,
it's if you get a good house, you get under contract, you post that thing on a Facebook group, you
yeah,
text a couple realtors,
yeah.
you post it on Craigslist, like you're gonna get offers.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And so those are investors, but they could actually just be people looking for a house too.
yeah, the only catch is that you have to typically sell it cash or hard money or private money.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you froze up. And I don't know why you froze up, but you did. And so I'm not sure if we're going to get Raul back or not. That we have been into this, and actually, this whole time, and again, though Raul doesn't have a choice in this right now, as he's frozen, that we just found out how to wholesale and how to find some houses. So, talk about a really great short intro, and then get a hold of me, get a hold of Raul. We both do that. We can help you with that, and we can do a heck of a lot more. So to all of you that I thank you for being on, that know that you can have it all. You can be, do, and have everything that you want, and just have faith in the hankers that your thoughts, your all powerful thoughts, can actually create everything that you want. All things are possible. And if you have any questions about how to do that, how to do real estate, how to do wholesaling, that call on me. My number is 214-753-7204 or Dr. Hank at drhank.biz, B-I-Z. And then let's see, Raul, go ahead and check in on his, and his is Flipping Miami. And so, as you can tell, he knows what he's doing. He has his own capital company now that he has created, and he's not a billionaire yet, but he's getting there. And so, again, love you all. Thanks so much for being on the show. Bye-bye.